Hello and welcome to the Malaysian Grand Prix. You're on board with me, Kristian Nenov, and this is my second qualifying lap. And as you can see, there are 2 minutes remaining, and this is my first actually run. But anyway, I broke just before the 50 meters board, and I gave throttle in the middle of the corner, so I broke a little bit too hard, and I lost time into that corner. And anyway, now I'm preparing myself for the next turn. And I'm going up to 300 km per hour, breaking down at the 100 meter board to the second gear, and I lost a tenth to my previous lap, and I'm still 2 tenths up on Alonso, and I run a little bit wide here. This Toro Rosso has no downforce at all, and yeah, it's hard. But anyway, I brake just after the 100 meter board, and I walk up and go a little wide here. So I lost some time here, but I'm still better than my previous second sector. And I'm just 3 hundredths down on my previous lap, on which I got blocked into the third sector. So at least I can expect a better lap, but let's see if this will be a better position, because Button was a lot ahead. And anyway, I gained the slipstream advantage on Maldonado, but I brake very late and I outbroke myself and lost that time I gained with the slipstream and maybe even more. But anyway, I crossed the line and the lap is 136.4, and it's still a third place lap, and it's a very bad lap, but a strange qualifying session. Alonso top, Button second, Vettel was 11th, Hamilton 12th. Very strange order, but yeah. Anyway, at least we have both Toro Rossos on the front row of the grid, and now I'm showing my setup, which is 2-1 wings.
You ready?
49% front brake balance with high pressure and standard size, 111 anti-roll bars, 1111 suspension. Gears, I just randomly put them, and left, right alignment. And we are going to the grid now. And like I said, for second row from both Toro Rossos, and actually we can jump both Button and Alonso in the start with the slipstream, and I'm even on the inside of turn 1, so I have the biggest advantage here, because I can slipstream Alonso, I can use curse, and I'm on the inside. But anyway, the lights are off and I switch to mix 3 very fast, use a lot of curse, maybe all of my curse, or yeah, I use all of my curse, brake later, but I outbrake myself and run wide, and I go back to the track, but there is contact from with Alex, and I decided to let him pass here because I just went back on the track randomly, so it's his place. And yeah, I'm not sure if I let him or he just passed me actually, but I did let him a few times due to mistakes from me. And yeah, we both jumped the Ferrari and the McLaren, and a great start from Alex. He jumped from 4th to 1st in just the first corner, and he overtook me too. But let's see if I can pass him now, and this is one of my worst tracks. I'm very bad here. And even with practice, I'm always around 5 tenths to a second maybe from the fastest guys here. And if you have watched my flag to flag race, you can see Mike, I think it was, and David finished ahead of me. So yeah, I just whacked pace, not that I made mistakes like usual, but Alex loses the back end of his car and I had to lift off to not hit him, and now I have the slipstream advantage on him. but I think he used curse or something, but I just couldn't get him back. Oh, and I think it is here that I let him pass. You could see how while I was cornering, his car just went faster in the middle of the corner randomly, and this is due to a hit thanks to the whack. And maybe this time Alex had to host, and maybe I had to host because my connection is better. But yeah, it wasn't, I didn't hit him, but the game decided I hit him and I had to let him pass. It wouldn't be fair if I just hit him and run away with the position. And we are very close to each other, and Alonso he's like losing some time to me, but not a lot. And like I didn't say that, but anyway, the car feels very strange in this race to me, and I did a few laps practice for this race. I did one qualifying session and the first few laps of the race, just to know how the car will feel, and it felt very different to this. I am with standard brake size and I was with large on that session, and I could lock my fronts that session, and now I'm having trouble. Oh, Alex walked. So that's a nice overtake from me. I don't know, it's a magic. But yeah, Alex walked, and yeah, maybe I should definitely host next time. And I make the fastest swap just thanks to that whack, and now I'm kinda cruising behind Alex. Yeah, I try to pass him here and there, but I don't give my all to pass him. I try to save some fuel and use that later, and I plan on a very late pit stop. He will pit on lap 6 and I will pit on lap 10 or something like that, but I passed on the inside of that turn Alex, and yeah, I was too concentrated on that I didn't really commentate on what's happening. But yeah, Alex lost a lot of time now, and I don't know what he made, maybe some mistake, but I don't know what mistake can you make to randomly lose time there. But yeah, Alex lost a second now to me, and maybe it's due to the pressure, but yeah, like I said, I'm not pushing that hard at this stage. I knew Alex will pit on lap 6 and I knew I will pit on lap 10, and at least I didn't feel very good on the prime tires, and yeah, I felt like I will have an advantage. But actually, when I got the prime tires on lap 10, they were better than the options. But yeah, anyway, Alex now lost more time to me, and he's over a second, almost a second and a half now. And I make the fastest swap of the race again, but maybe someone will improve it. I remember someone improved it. Or no. But anyway, now I'm using more mix 2, and I know he's on rich fuel, and yeah, he gained 1/10 this first sector, and the first sector is just turn 1 plus your acceleration. So with mix 3 you gain some time. But anyway, I'm using mix 2 now, and I just want to save some fuel, and he's pushing now, just like Alonso is, and everyone is pushing, but I'm not, and I'm saving fuel, saving tires a little bit, not going on the throttle that early and such stuff. Oh, and I gained 2/10 now this sector, so very good sector 2 from me. But anyway, I'm saving everything on my car now, and I will, yeah, I will lose everything at the looks of it. Anyway, I made a mistake, and Alex is right at my back now, and he has the DRS now, so I will have to obviously let him pass. I mean, I don't let him pass, but there is nothing I can do about it, because the DRS is so powerful. and you can see how much he gains on me now. And I go on the inside, and he just has a lot more speed into turn 1. He was on the outside and he passed me on the outside of turn 1, which was very impressive. And he made the fast swap of the race. And now I'm slipstreaming him, but I'm on mix 2, so I don't gain any advantage. But he breaks a lot earlier and pushes me, and I'm pretty sure that's whack. I mean, he wouldn't push me. But yeah, I pass him on the inside of this turn again, and I take some grass, and Alex behind me is now in my slipstream, and the car in the slipstream is whacking pace in this sector. As you can see, he ran wide, and this is because of the slipstream effect, which is just terrible. I mean, you don't get anything like that in real life. You don't see people losing 2/10 a sector while they are in the slipstream just because they're in the slipstream, not because the car in front is holding him back. But yeah, anyway, Alex gained some time on me, I think, or maybe not, but I'm using my curse, which is a mistake here, and I have no idea what I was thinking at that point, but I will need that curse here, but for some reason I used it there. And anyway, now Alex has the DRS on me, I think. He's not gaining much. Oh, he is. So he has the DRS on me. He's on the inside, and I like at the 50 meters board, but he just flies around me. And I had to change my line into that turn, but it is all fair.
Lead carpet in SAGA.
And yeah, Alonso has now caught up to us, and it seems I'm holding Alex. Like I said, I'm not pushing now, and yeah, maybe I should just cruise behind him, but it doesn't matter at that point. And now Alex said the lead car will pit on this swap, so he wants to pit on this swap. And he is the lead car, and you saw how much I lost, by the way, due to the slipstream there, and due to the talking I just have no idea how Alex does this. He talks and drives, and he even has his push to talk button on the keyboard, and I can do this. I have my hash shifter, and I put it in 3rd gear to talk, and I just can't. I lose all concentration. When I have a friend around me, I can talk, but on TeamSpeak, I'm sorry, I can't, and I have no idea how Alex does it. But yeah, he's actually the first person I talked to via not Slipstream, but TeamSpeak. And yeah, he could be possibly just more experienced in this, but I'm always a little bit too concentrated on the driving, and I just can't do such stuff. But anyway, Alex pits now, and I don't know if you've watched his video first or mine, but he gets stuck in the pits and he loses massive amounts of time there. He has to let, I think, Button, Alonso and someone else, I don't remember, but his pit stop is like 9 seconds and he loses a lot of time there, and he's behind Alonso after the pits, so he loses positions in the pits, and quite unlucky, but yeah, that's the game. In F1 2010 we could lose 10 positions in the pits, at least he didn't lose 10. But yeah, that's the bad thing about pitting with everyone else. You can pit one lap earlier, you can pit 2 laps later, but if you pit with them, there is a big chance that you get holded in the pit a long time. And yeah, anyway, I'm now pushing on this swap. Now I start to push, and that was my strategy. When he goes to the pits, I push, make some time, and the prime tires, I actually didn't really know how the prime tires will handle. I mean, I felt bad on my league race with the prime tires, and they were just needed a lot of waps to get to their temperature, I guess. But on the first 1, 2, 3 waps, you just whack pace. And not that there is less grip, I mean, you feel that there is more grip in the tires, but it's like they're turning, but they're sliding the car into the turn when they're cold. I can't explain it, it's a very strange feeling, but the first waps on the prime tires are bad, very bad. And you need a few waps to hit them up, so I thought, well, Alex is in the pits, he's on prime tires, he will probably be slower now, so I need to push now, make some gap and just defend till the end of the race. And I wasn't sure which wap to pit, I didn't know if on wap 10 it's maybe too late, it may be too early. So I was even thinking about pitting on wap 12, but oh, I lost my DRS. At least it wasn't my curse. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was not sure which wap to pit, so I was considering wap 9, then wap 10, then wap 12, but when I got to wap 10 I was thinking, yeah, these tires are going off, so I have to pit. And I think on this wap or the previous on the next, I asked Alex how are the prime tires, and he wasn't really impressed by them. So yeah, this is what made me doubt. I mean, it's swap 9 now, and he has to have the grip in the tires now. And actually, now when I think about it, maybe if I pitted on WAP 8 or 9, it would be better, but yeah, anyway, Kobayashi now behind me is 17 seconds behind me, and he hasn't pitted, so oh yeah, he pits now. And we have Alonso behind me and Perez, just like in real life. Alonso and Perez. So let's see if Perez will now start to catch up to Alonso and made a mistake in the third sector while catching up to him. And I don't know if you've heard, but Perez said in some interview, I guess, but I read it on the internet that Perez has said that when he was in Sauber, Ferrari has made him let pass Alonso a lot of times, and when he's in the Sauber and Alonso has to pass, he just passes him. I mean, he lets him pass, he has to. And now when I think about it, last year I was very impressed by Nico Hülkenberg, who was in the Force India, and this year he is in the Sauber, so I hope he doesn't lose by this. And actually this year the Force India is better than the Sauber. Last year it was the other way around, and now I start to think he made a bad decision by going to Sauber. I mean, the first time he went to the car, he drove the car, he said he wasn't feeling good in the car or something like that. He had to cut some parts of his shoe, or I don't know how it is called. The F1 drivers don't actually wear shoes, they wear some very thin, I don't know, material, so they can feel exactly how much they push the pedal. And if you remember, in Canada 2011 they had to make, I mean, their legs were in some, I don't know, they had to protect their legs, and this is because if they step on the water with these shoes, they will just get their legs wet. I mean, this isn't made for such things. And yeah, anyway, Nico Hülkenberg wasn't feeling good in the Sauber from the first try, and now seeing that the Sauber is fighting for points, and yeah, maybe he had to stay in Force India, but now Adrian Sutil joined Force India and he maybe wouldn't be in F1 if it wasn't the move from Nico Hülkenberg. And actually Force India always are on the side of Paul Di Resta. I mean, they always protect him, he's like the #1 driver in the team, but last year Nico Hülkenberg was better, and this year Sutil made a very impressive race in Melbourne, and Paul Di Resta was faster in Malaysia before they had to retire, but yeah, a lot of people are outshining Paul Di Resta, and maybe Force India are pressuring him too much with all the attention and the expectations.
Yeah, I was ahead of him, but I just got held in the box.
Yeah, in 2011 Paul Di Resta was very good. He made a lot of good impressions, but now he suddenly draws back to Nico Hülkenberg, to Sutil, and it's a question mark there. But now you can see how much I struggle for grip with these new tires. They are cold, and you can see the car turns in better, has more. You can see now how much more mid-corner grip I have with the new tires, but it's very strange. You struggle for grip, but at the same time you have grip. And if you, I mean, of course you play the game, but you know that feeling. And the car actually, I think, turns in worse with the prime tires. With the options you can turn in better. And yeah, anyway, I outbrake myself into turn 1, and we have 3 laps to go, and we have Alonso behind me, Perez behind Alonso, and Alex is 4th. He passed Button for 4th place, so he was 5th before that. And yeah, very unlucky for him to be held in the pits for so long, but yeah, now he knows what is it to be a McLaren driver. Oh, and actually I didn't have this idea, but yeah, I could make a joke about Multi21 while he was trying to pass me. Like scream on TeamSpeak Multi21. But yeah, anyway, it would be better if Alex was 2nd, and he actually had very good pace in this race. And like I said, this is one of my worst tracks, and I actually have never been to a few tracks like Korea. I haven't watched a real life race of Korea, and I haven't been on that track ever in F1. And Alonso now is on my slipstream and he has DRS, but he backs off. And we know that the AI can't outbrake you, they have to pass you before that. And now Perez makes the fast swap of the race, so yeah, a lot like in real life. Now Perez is catching up to us, and Alonso is 1st. Let's see if Perez will make a mistake. Maybe Alex can be on the podium if he passes Perez. If Perez makes a mistake. I actually have no idea how behind is Alex from Perez, but I actually now made some gap to Alonso this swap. Maybe the tires have grip now, and you can see the cornering speed is a lot better than the last lap, so maybe I just had to pit a lap earlier, or 2 laps earlier, because now the prime tires are definitely better. I mean, I judge it now, but I think this swap is very good in terms of grip from the tires. And Perez is 2 seconds behind us, but there is only 1 lap left, and I almost did a Perez there. I mean, I could run wide and give Alonso the victory. And we have 1 lap to go, and I leave some cares for this straight. And now I use it, but he gains a lot of time to me, even with cares. Cares is curse. I mean, I call it cares because I'm used to talking in Bulgarian, and we call it cares in Bulgaria. But Perez makes another fastest lap of the race, and Alex is 6 seconds behind Perez, so Alex is losing time to Perez. But let's see how this lap goes. I'm on rich fuel, I have 1 more lap fuel, and I am with a purple first sector, and Perez is 1.3 seconds behind Alonso, so yeah, I don't think Perez will pass Alonso, but yeah, just like in real life, Alonso first, Perez in the late stage of the race, catching up to Alonso. And now I'm on optimal fuel, so yeah, I go to standard mix now, just so I don't run out of fuel, and on this track you can run out of fuel very easy. And I'm with the purple second sector too, but yeah, it's the fastest on the third sector, and plus that Alonso behind me has slipstream and DRS advantage, so I don't think I'll make the fastest lap of the race. And plus that I saw Perez decreased his gap to Alonso by 2 tenths, I think it was, or 3 in the second sector, so he is 1 or 2 tenths faster in the second sector, so yeah. Probably it is going to be Perez with the fastest lap, and it looks like Alonso won't be able to pass me, he won't have enough time. And 1:38.7, and you can see now Alex crossing the line, and yeah, I win by 5 tenths, and all the rest in the Force India is way too back. And anyway, we have Button in the points now, and Hamilton outside the points, which is strange. And Alonso is second, and I think Alonso was just behind me on the last race, or no, it was Hamilton. Where was Alonso the last race? Anyway, we are leading the Constructors' Championship by almost 50 points, and I'm leading the Drivers' Championship by 23 points, and it would be... the gap would be smaller if Alex didn't have bad luck in Australia qualifying in this race, and he seems to have a lot bad luck. I mean, 2 out of 2 races he has bad luck, and I always manage to have the luck to win, but he's now even outside of the podium, and he whacked one time and he was held in the pits a lot, so yeah. I thought he will beat me on that track, because like I said, I suck here. I'm just terrible. But yeah. Anyway, I didn't actually take a look about on the Constructors' Championship, but yeah, McLaren and Ferrari, they're with equal points, and Red Bull just behind that. But all the teams have so little points, I have no idea why is that? I mean, they have 18 points or 19 points have Red Bull, and this is a second race. You would expect them to have like 40, for example. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching, please subscribe, like and comment, and goodbye.